Okay. All right. First people should be trickling in now. It looks like everything is good. Yep, we are live. So if you are hearing my voice on YouTube, out of the gate, let me get this out of the way. If you're hearing my voice on YouTube, then go ahead and feel free to skip to the 30-minute mark. If you're just here for practice and you want to start with us at the 30-minute mark, that's where you go. Today's machine is featured on PG Play. That is Offensive Security's PG platform, or Proving Grounds platform. It's a completely free alternative. You can totally just sign up and launch the box with us. There's absolutely no prerequisites. Just register and you'll be able to rock and roll with us. But the name of the machine today is Election-1. It's a newly imported one into PG Play, and it is pretty awesome. So it's actually a little bit beginner friendly as well, I think. Definitely something to take home for any beginners that are coming into offensive cybersecurity, proactive security. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the chat, see how many people we got. And they're flooding in plenty of first-time chats. Welcome, Dismar6. Welcome, Rizeki. Oh my gosh, so many names here. Hello from Germany. Hello, hello, hello. Max MNM, or Max Mini. That's a nice name. Amran, hello. Yes, that's hello from Germany. Veno toward one. Welcome, everybody. And I'm super happy to have you here today. We're just going to be, this is our Friday stream, man. No matter what happens, we do these streams and we make sure that we have a lot of fun. We make sure that, the community is involved. Hello from Dubai. My goodness. Wow. All the way from Dubai. Italy. Bella ciao. I think that translates in Italian to like a beautiful hello and a beautiful goodbye. I'm learning some Italian. So, bella ciao. And I hope that translates well. Hello from Russia. Privyet, I believe. That means hello. Germany. I don't know much German, but I can say Stoltenbecker, which I believe is actually a beer. Stoltenbecker. A prized beer in Germany or something like this. Hello from Canada. Good buddies up in Canada for sure. Hello from Sweden. Dhaka. Wow. Everybody here. So go ahead and tell your friends. Let them know Offensive Security is live. S1REN is live. And we're going to be doing a machine. S1REN, you make my week. You know what? You guys make my week. And because it's like no matter what I end up going through, you guys are always there for me on a personal level, and I want to say thank you for that. Hello from London. One day I want to see the rooftops of London, man. I really do. I remember seeing Mary Poppins and hearing the song about the rooftops of London. Cool, what a sight. But I would love to see the rooftops of London one day. And let's see. Namaste, absolutely. From India. Hello from India. Peace and love, my friends. Peace and love. So it looks like we only have about 200 people with us today. But guys, this is a super, super chill stream. We're just going to be talking as a community, kind of like office hours. It's just, we're hacking. We're doing some actual hacking here today. And we're going to get down to business to defeat the Huns. As I say, get that bling bling. And let's see what we got. Egypt. Wow. Kentucky. Well, welcome, guys. So did everybody have a good week? Hopefully. I do apologize if I lose connectivity. I am literally surrounded by another lightning storm. So I apologize in advance if we lose connectivity there. But welcome back to any returning faces. Welcome back to any new people. Glad to have you. If you'd like, we kind of just open these sessions up 30 minutes beforehand, just so that people can trickle in. We like to treat it like a conference, or something like this, where people can sit down, open their laptops, get out their notebooks, grab some coffee, use the restroom, whatever it is. It's the end of a week. And then hack some machines here with us here at Offensive Security. Oh, the bot's warning. It's a new bot, man. We're working on that bot. I think Falcon Spy is working on that bot, and it's pretty cool though. I think you can even, let me try ! Song. Hey, that worked. Where am I from? I'm from the eastern United States. I'm from the east coast of the United States of America. and born and raised. Born and raised. So let's see. Any questions? Yeah, this is also a chance. I was not able to make the OffSec office hours today. I do apologize for that. I was just busy with some OffSec live stuff, but nonetheless. Oh, is it a little too close to my mouth? That's okay. Let me try. You know what? I'll bring it down a couple percent at a time. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's bring it down. Bring it down. How's that? Is that any better? Any better, guys? I want to make this is, why another reason we do this a little early. Just makes sense. Fine. PS says fine. Okay. That's better. Great. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you guys are here today and that you guys are so enthusiastic about cybersecurity. That ultimately is what matters to me, that we can keep that enthusiasm going, secure as many organizations into the future as possible. This is not OffSec Live. No, this is a community stream. That's all this is. That is all this is. It is a community stream for, of, and by the community. It started initially on Discord, but Discord could only handle like 50 people back then. And we couldn't save any recordings. So as a result of that, it just became, yeah, this is S1REN's Live. It kind of evolved into that over the past year plus. We had a couple of people have their shot at streaming as well, and they're certainly more than able to come on board anytime they like and stream. I will never hold the stage on Fridays, absolutely not by any means. OffSec is a big company, and I think a lot of people are capable of streaming. So, but I appreciate all the positive feedback, because positive feedback doesn't lie. At the end of the day, you can have stuff tossed around, but at the end of the day, positive feedback is positive feedback. And that means that, we're speaking to the heart of our audience, and that is my personal objective. So, welcome. First time chat from Corixox. Says hello. Welcome, Corixox. First time chat from Sisma the One. Sisma the One, that's a cool name. Welcome. Just a Guy 1 through 7 says, but we want you to hold the stage for the Friday stream. I will do my best. I will do my best. And the truth of the matter is, man, if anything ever happens to me, I may or may not just start up my own personal stream, something similar to like Al-Hazred or Tiberius or something like that. I may get my camera up and open so you guys can actually see me. I have no problem with that. And yeah, I mean, it's just a possibility, but that would be something into the distant future. For now, my personal priority and the priority of OffSec is to provide these streams as a resource for the community and a way to get people involved and into offensive security. So that's what we're going to keep it as. Content's gold, thank you. S1REN community stream helped me a lot through the learning path. Dude, that is my objective. That is why I'm here. Once upon a time, there was a man named, that went by the handle of Mutz. And he inspired me to be the person that I am today. He inspired me, and it's like he injected my veins with something to leave behind when he unfortunately left, and I get very emotional about this because he was so core to our company and to our great organization that we have here. He's helped certify so many people, and as a result, helped secure the world at large. So, Mutz, if you're out there, Mr. Mati, thank you for everything that you've ever done. You started something, and I will do my best to personally carry the torch, and so on and so forth. I don't know if I have any great jokes. I mean, I can pull something up. Let's find a joke. A joke per stream. How's that sound? I'm a big fan of pun jokes. They call them dad jokes, but yeah. Let's see here. There's a lot to choose from. Let's see. I was going to tell a time traveling joke, Piyush, but you didn't like it. You get it? I was going to tell a time traveling joke, but you didn't like it. So, get off the stage. I know. I hear it now. I hear it now. Yep. Hurts every time. S1REN, I remember you from Al Hazard's stream. It was like I saw the username somewhere. Yeah, absolutely. Instantaneous time travel. Yeah, no, Al Hazard is a great buddy of mine. So is Tiberius. I personally can't wait to see them at DEF CON. Hopefully some of you guys will be there, man. We're going to have a blast. I'm going to be over at the Packet Hacking Village, or the PHV. I'm going to be kind of setting that up and making sure everybody's Kali laptops are good to go, and that kind of thing. No, this is not Pin 200. We cover Pin 200, Web 200, but yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna be covering all that kinds of stuff. Pin Test Mama says, do you get told that you sound like Mayhem Bialik? I've never heard of this particular individual, but no, I've never been told that, but thank you. Oh, is it from The Big Bang Theory? I know that show. Okay. Got you. I think I know the girl you're talking about. I never really thought of it that way. Wow. Well, different people, but at the same time, similar voice, maybe. Vocal cords. So it is 4:42. So we have about, 17 minutes on the clock. If you guys have any personal questions that you would like to ask or anything like that, feel free to go ahead and ask. And yeah, I'll go ahead and do my best to answer. How are my cats doing? Well, one is curled up into a ball. He looks like a loaf of bread. And he is on a chair that I have next to a table for him and his sister to play on. So, and then, his sister is laying on this new comforter that I got for my bed. She really likes it. So she's all snug and comfy I guess they enjoy the rain. As a beginner, was the course, I think that's an incomplete sentence. Maybe rephrase that and I'll be able to answer that a little better, buddy. Tell us about your methodology of targeting a machine. That's what, Colaz, you're in the right place. That is what this particular stream is all about. It is just to help inspire people to develop some methodologies, get them involved, get them excited, and kind of just rock and roll with that. What about cloud pen testing? Ways to learn? The best way you can, when it comes to cloud pen testing, it's not so different than regular pen testing. We teach you that. A lot of people in the industry don't understand that core concept. We are teaching you through the OSCP how to be a cloud penetration tester. The only difference is that instead of working with security department from organization A, those applications and in-house applications are moved to organization B, which then you coordinate with them, or both departments coordinate, organize rules of engagement with the stakeholders, write up any questions that need answering, any pre-approvals, whitelisting. Nowadays, the big guys even have, like cloud holders, even have forms for pen testers to fill out that makes things lickety-split, so that traffic is interpreted as malicious, but not an attack. And that is a big difference. So, yeah, that's my personal opinion on cloud, but there's always new things coming up. I just think it's a buzzword. But S1REN, what do you think about API hacking? What about it? What about it? API hacking is just as fun as all web hacking. In my mind, it's all the same surface. If I can tell an API to order me a pizza. And it's like, okay, 200, okay. And then I get a pizza at my door. Fantastic. Well, what if I can tell an API to order me a pizza and use, it has a form of insecure direct object referencing, but use my neighbor or a neighbor or some other person's information to pay for it. Then that becomes a bit of a problem. When I look at API testing, I look at things and actions that are happening on the side of the server, because that is what's happening. It's server-side processing, and what does that sound like to us? Server-side request forgery, right? So a lot of SSRF can come into play, and yeah, sudo order a pizza, right? Exactly. So, hey Siren, how are you doing? Greetings from Nicaragua, and thank you for the live streaming. My absolute pleasure. My pleasure. Do not hack pizza. Yeah, please guys, don't hack the pizza. The pizza is critical. The pizza must flow. It's like the spice of this planet. About 14 more minutes, guys. I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna switch over source real quick. Bada boom, bada bing. So I want to show you that I am already logged in here. I want you guys to, if you want to follow along, please, by all means, look at what I've done. I've logged into PG Play. I've started the Election-1 machine, and I have the IP already exported. Assuming it's running port 80, I've already provided WFuzz a fuzz endpoint so that my tools are ready to rock, ready to roll, loaded for bear. And yeah, just go ahead and log into the new platform. I download the VPN personally, and then I just run it through here. It should say initialization complete, etc. If you guys are familiar with any of these kinds of platforms, then you'll know exactly what to do. You just hit the start button. You can submit your flags, upvote or downvote, depending upon whether or not you liked it or didn't. And yeah, okay, so New Glory says, is this similar to Hack the Box? The answer is 100% yeah, dude. This is very similar to Hack the Box. And Hack the Box is similar to this. We have vulnerable machines that you can hit up and use for learning to grow your skills, your abilities, and your proficiencies ultimately as a penetration tester. Akra says, how big are your botnets? Wink face. Okay, so my botnet right now consists of 0 because that's a federal crime, and I don't do that, and we promote ethical hacking. Now, if you're talking about a C2 server, command and control, like Cobalt Strike, so on and so forth, and being able to demonstrate to an organization, hey, we were able to sleep here for 2 weeks, with what we've compromised, here's the report from Cobalt Strike, or something like that, then that's a different story. But let's try and keep things professional here, guys. We don't do any of that botnet stuff. We're intruders, man. First time chat from Fra700. Apologies, I am late to the party. How do we access the lab shown on the screen? So just go ahead and head to portal.offensivesecurity.com. I'll drop the link in chat for you for added convenience. Portal.offensivesecurity.com. So go ahead and head there, log in, and then make sure that you start up that machine. Is the box available on VulnHub to download? It might be. I'd have to check. Not sure. But we're going to be... she is a red teamer, not a black one. That's right. P.S. That's right. Are these recorded? So we have a question from Akash Pandey, and they say, are these recorded? I have good news for you, friend. Every single one of these streams is recorded, and they are uploaded to Offensive Security's official YouTube channel. So if you miss this, it's no problem whatsoever. you can just head on over to OffSec's YouTube channel, and I'll have it uploaded, I'm talking within 2 hours after the stream, and you'll be able to re-listen to the very words that I'm saying right now, like over and over again. You'll see the methodology. If something is too fast, then man, go back. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and give me 1 moment so I can pull up the Offensive Security YouTube channel. Offensive Security YouTube channel. Type that into Google. We get a YouTube channel from Offensive Security. We can click on playlists, machine walkthroughs, and I will copy the link and paste it into the chat. So for any newcomers who don't know like what's going on, just take a look at that list. Just click the list. It's a playlist, bookmark it, save it to your bookmarks bar. Yeah, holy moly, am I right? So that is an archive of all the boxes that we have streamed. And yeah, holy moly, exactly. That is the real deal. And they are all there. Inflati says, I'm getting the Offensive Security certified. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you as a student. Welcome to Offensive Security. Best wishes. Zero Cool 98. I love the name. Love the name, love the name. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I do agree, Fly White Guy. It's me, Delano. Welcome back. It's me, Delano. Another regular. Glad to have you, buddy. Improving grounds. What is the difference between play and practice? Practice has no time limit per day. That's correct. And practice also has a bunch of just extra boxes that come from Offensive Security. Windows machines, AD machines, overflow machines, all kinds of additional practice. Mr. Mind94, first time chat. Welcome to the chat, buddy. Glad to have you. Says so many videos to watch. Oh my goodness. The answer is yes. There are a lot of videos that you can watch. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about me personally, here is a link to my blog at sirensecurity.io. That's just so you can follow along with my streams. If you ever need the timings for these streams, use that. And I believe we also have the Discord. There it is. So you can join our Discord as well as a secondary resource or primary and get all that stuff there. Anth741 says, how can I download the VPN file? It's just in the top right, dude. So just log in, and in the top right, it'll say VPN, right? And you just click VPN. It'll download the VPN file. I believe it's pg.ovpn. And then you type something like openvpn --config pg.ovpn. Do that off the command line, and I guarantee you will be connected to the Proving Grounds environment, ready to launch a machine and connect to the target. So, yeah, absolutely. The aesthetics of your blog are wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I worked as a web developer. I worked as a graphics designer for a decade. So I definitely know what the human eye likes to see as far as aesthetics are concerned. I studied it. I worked hands-on with JS and jQuery for almost a decade on animations and things like that, various JS frameworks, and I wanted to bring my graphics design to life. So user interface design is something that I specialize in, and I saw, when we started these streams, I saw starting a blog is just like, it's the logical move. It just makes sense. And it was a chance for me to, let that shine. So thank you on the compliment. Am I on LinkedIn? I may or may not be on LinkedIn. I may or may not be. Perhaps. Boris says that makes sense. It's nice to see someone in your field bringing that into this field. It's too rare. Thank you. Actually, thank you. I try. I really do. And I do my best to make this whole thing a good experience for everybody. I really do. Profile switching is amazing. Thank you. Is this an OSN challenge? No. No. This is not an OSN challenge. Let me be perfectly clear. This is not an OSN challenge. Thank you very much. LinkedIn is so awful for spear phishing. No, yeah, #1 social engineering on LinkedIn. You get so much of it, man. Guys, we have 5 minutes left on the clock, and then we are going to hit up this machine. We're going to do it. Are you guys ready? It's Election-1. Again, I'm going to put it in chat. Election-1. That is the machine we are on today. That is what we're doing. You can probably hear my squeaky chair. Let's fetch the bling bling. I think you guys get the idea. We're going to get that bling bling. No worries. I mean, locked and loaded, loaded for bear. So let me see if I can pull this up here. Got my cherry tree ready to go. Like, everything is good. Yeah, we're good there. Election politics. I would say we keep politics out of the chat. Let's keep it somewhat professional, you know? Yes, Dare Eagle, that's a great question. Is Election-1 on Proving Grounds, or is it available on VulnHub? We have it just imported a few days ago into Proving Grounds Play, and you can access it there, no problem. Simple as clicking that play button, man, and then it's done. Can we? So Abadian says, quote, can we engage with the same machine that you were testing, end quote. Can we? Would anybody like to answer that for me? Community? You should, exactly. Thank you guys. This is a community stream, Ibadian. We started this a year ago on Discord with everybody just saying, you know, here's our attack vectors and everything. I take attack vectors directly from you guys. Correct, right or wrong, it doesn't matter. And if I personally believe that taking you down a wrong route will get you to learn something, then that's valuable experience and it'll make you a better penetration tester at the end of the day. Some people saying they have brain lag. I wish I could help with that. I'm so sorry. I have my box ready to go, Siren. Let's do it. Dude, that's the attitude. Let's freaking go. Like, I have my box ready to go. Let's do it. Absolutely. Just learn everything. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, go ahead and learn everything. As much as you can. Don't stop. Keep going. Always learn. I agree with that. Hyper affiliate. Or hyper inflati. It's not time to rock yet, is it? I think we have 60 seconds. Come on, guys, get it booted up. Get it booted up. Zero cool. We are doing Election-1. Available on PG Play. I'll also put that in the chat. But guys, it is down to the wire. It is 5 p.m., so our hard start is about to begin, and that's where we just get down to business, so on and so forth. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to switch sources. Welcome to Offensive Security's live stream. If you're viewing this on YouTube, this is where we start. I've gone ahead and logged in to PG Play. You'll see I have the IP here. I just click the play button, download the VPN, simple dimple, and I keep that window open. I'm going to actually copy that IP. I'm going to load that into Cherry Tree and paste it as plain text. That way we have it. Further, for my target, I have exported it as an environment variable, and I've gone ahead and actually exported a URL with the fuzz command because we like to use wfuzz. All of that will become clear in a moment. First things first, let's get to scanning. Am I right? So we're going to do nmap-p-, and I'll explain these parameters for anybody new. Don't worry. We're going to go through the same methodology that we usually go through on these streams. -sc -sv at the target IP tac open. So in map network scanner, we're going to say we want to scan all 65,535 ports. We also want to scan for simple scripts, and we want to check the TCP, like a TCP banner grab. We want to grab that service version at the target IP, and then TAC open is TAC open for the purposes of this stream and demonstration. It will speed up the process, and it'll say essentially that we are only really looking for ports that are open. We're not looking for filtered or closed, but I would advise in a network segregation test when you're working for those big organizations to definitely not include the -- open. In fact, if you're doing a network segregation test, you're going to want to make sure that various ports with your stakeholders are either filtered or directly closed, and that those show up correspondingly. So we're going to tack on -- open for this case. Again, 65,535 ports, simple script, simple version. Let's go. Here for the swag says I may have missed it, but did you answer the question between... So if you guys missed anything, just check out YouTube. Rewind. But I'll answer it again, no problem, dude, no problem. PG Play is a free resource that we provide to every student that wants to come on board with offensive security. Even if you're not a student and you're just looking to, like, you're in university, you want to start, you know, you're off work or something like that, then by all means, you log into PG Play, hit up a couple of free machines. But if you're looking for that really catered experience, difficulty is there, easy, moderate, hard, and straight up try harder machines, that's the difference between PG and PG practice. And you have a plethora, trust me, a plethora of machines to choose from on PG Play. So shout outs to the entire PG team at Offensive Security for providing that single-handed, amazing resource. I already see New Glory saying SSH is open. Yes, we have SSH open and port 80. Guys, what does this say to us? Before we get there, let's get into Nmap, right, under our Nmap section. And by the way, if you're curious about where this template is, head on over to Discord, and under Wireside Text, you'll see here's all of us in Discord and so on, and here's S1REN streaming. Here's Wireside Text as a bit of visual. Click on the pinned messages, and I have this actual kind of methodology up here for single target machines, and it's pretty useful. So go ahead and check that out. But nonetheless, here's under our Nmap section, we're gonna go ahead and do some highlighting. I do a lot of highlighting on this stream because of a multitude of reasons. If I'm in an engagement and I have a class C that I need to assess, then at the end of the day, I'm going to, you know, be going through each machine and highlighting pretty much anything that just stands out, because I don't want to see a bunch of white text. I want my brain to easily recognize the types of things that that may lead to, like, lowest hanging fruit or reveal information about our target. In this particular case, we already have verification that our target is Ubuntu, so Debian Ubuntu, and it's running Apache HTTPD 2.4.29, which is pretty good. Actually, triple confirmation on that Ubuntu. And what we're going to do is assess this situation. So we have port 80 and port 22. I'm going to put port 80 up at the top. This is our to try list. In fact, I'm just going to even make an addendum, to try list. As Got Milk would have said once upon a time on a forum post for a particular machine. This is our to try list, guys. So we have found port 80 and we found port 22. The reason I'm putting port 22 down at the bottom of our to try list, can anybody tell me why I might do that? Why the heck would S1REN put SSH at the bottom of the to try list for this individual single target machine? That's right. Brandon says it. Cybersex says it. We have no user, dude. We have absolutely no creds right now. If I'd compromised another machine and I could, you know, maybe move laterally, then SSH might be worth moving to the top just to see if there was username reuse, password reuse, that kind of thing. But if our attack surface is 80, what are we going to hit up? What are we looking for? What are some common attacks, guys? This is where it comes into play. What are we going to do first? All right, Fudomax says dir busting. So I'll go ahead and in place of dir busting, I'm going to put directory and file discovery or web fuzzing. Or just we'll say, yeah, fuzzing with wfuzz. What else might we check for? That's right, robots.txt, .svn entries, .ds stores. We could run strings across something like that, like strings.ds store. Maybe get some left behind information from that. What else are we looking for? You know, think like a lazy system admin, a lazy system administrator. The index, okay, so examining, viewing the source, that's right. View the source, Luke. View the source, Luke. View the source. That is to say manual inspection. Check it out. Look at it. Find out what's going on. What about NICTO? Are there any previous deep directories that might lead to potential compromise? I think that's a good list for now. And you'll see I have a section up here for credentials if we gather any, usernames if we gather any. And let's go ahead and copy that IP conveniently right here. And Alt-Tab over into our browser. Open a new tab and paste it in. So here's port 80. This is what we got. The Apache 2 Ubuntu default page, which is so not helpful. This is so unhelpful. There's nothing here. What are we, if they're not just going to leave us with a default page, guys, come on. A default page with nothing behind it in 22? No, there's got to be some discovery that we got to do, right? We got to keep pushing. What about robots? I saw that as a suggestion earlier. Let's just do a quick check on, hello. Hello. We have admin, WordPress, user, election. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm just going to copy these. I'm going to go back to my enumeration, my master enumeration file. So any web results, I'm just going to come down here and put miscellaneous. We found admin, WordPress, user, and election. So let's go ahead and find out which of these is which. Let's type in admin. Okay, that is a not found. What about the next one on the list? WordPress? Perhaps it's a WordPress site. Okay, not on the list. User? Nada. Election? Hey, we got it. Okay, so we found the website. We found it. It wasn't just in an Apache, it works. I'm going to copy this as my base now, as my attack surface. And I'm going to go here underneath port 80 as some enum and just drop that in. So that's what we found. Nice and simple, just like that, you see? See how that goes? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Excellent. What do we want to do around here? We found a web application. What type of things come to mind? It looks like it's maybe a voting system. It's in the name, election. Web-based election system, TriPath projects, candidates. This is the candidate you will vote for. 0 of 0 participants has been voted, and the result has not been published. Love1, admin1. Okay, so we potentially have a user, admin, admin1, something like that, right? Can we click this and get more information? Can we inspect it? Is there any hidden fields? Cards, so it's a card type system. Okay. I don't see it yet. Admin1, and you can see in the thing here what I'm looking at. Love1, admin1. So we're going to go ahead and view the source. Right click, view page source, and let's take a look. Okay, like whenever I do this, I like to imagine it's the Matrix, and I'm looking for what? You know, blonde, brunette, redhead. If you guys are fans of the Matrix, do we see a CMS in here? Do we see something that just stands out? Like I see /themes, man. That's standing out hardcore. That sounds WordPressy to me. Do we have any WordPress in the? We do. So it looks like something.wordpress.com. Perhaps the author, not sure. Themes, shards, notifications plugin. Okay, okay. Moving right along, moving right along. Index.php, I see a parameter, an actual parameter here. I wonder if we can plug that into the URL and see what comes up. Plug that in like such. That brings up btmin stance. Okay, so we're back to the index. I mean, we could test that for like a quick SQLi. Doesn't look like any erroneous messages. You know, what about just inclusions for index.php? Doesn't look like any changes in structure of the web layout. So XSS, I mean, you know, we could definitely check for things like this. But I see this functionality down here. Now is your turn. It's time for you to vote for the candidate, or vote the candidate, whatever. Register to admin, then type your voter's code below. So it looks like, what if I type admin1? Is that his voter code? Voter code is incorrect. Please check or re-register. Let's say I want to vote now, or candidate, home. You know what? I feel like we're missing something. When I feel like I'm missing something, I don't play ball. I'm going to add /fuzz. I'm going to go here. I'm going to export URL equal to this. That is /election/fuzz. And I am going to exit this. I'm going to bring this down. And I'm going to load up my common commands that I've used over the years. And don't worry, I'm going to explain these to you. We're going to look for files left behind on this CMS. And yeah, so we're saying wfuzz. In fact, we included that. Notice to any new users that we included /fuzz. This is for the purposes of identifying payload placement with wfuzz. So poor man's text editor here with the #, but -C for color, -Z for the file input method. That's going to be a file. I have mine as seclist. Guys, make sure you download seclist, for goodness sake. Just type seclist into Google, and then you can go ahead, copy that, git clone it. You know, it's as simple as going to opt, git clone, and you can paste this in. I've already got it downloaded, and you know, you can put that there. Additionally, in offensive security, we've included this in the repo. You can just apt-get and install-yes seclist. Like, it's good to go. And that'll be in user share seclist. I haven't done it on this machine yet. You'll notice I have upgraded, actually. But nonetheless, to the latest Kali version. So I'm going to pull all this back and continue with our explanation. We're doing opt seclist discovery, because we're interested in discovery, of web content, raft large files. This is the key one here. Files.txt. We're going to --HC404. Guys, why do we include this parameter value combination? Why do we do that? Why do we do --HC404? To not see 404s, right? Let's get rid of it. This is a lab environment. We can test. Let's see what happens. Oh no. That's way too much. I'm not going to scrub through all those 404s. No. I would rather --hush code 404 and then go. Bingo. You guys are getting it now. Absolutely. So this is testing for files. When we're done testing for files with wfuzz, what's the next thing we want to test for while this is going? What's the next thing we want to test for? Photon Travel has it on the dime. We're looking for directories after this. Yeah, we are. You're totally right, Ukar. If we can find a login form, that would be good. I see card.php. Let's go ahead and close out of this tab. Close out of this tab. And let's see what card.php looks like. A bunch of the same repeated binary. That's pretty cute. But I don't think any of that is going to help us. Cool though, we found that. We'll just keep letting it go. Someone says binary to ASCII. Yeah, okay, binary to ASCII. Rapid tables. I've been blocked. Okay. Binary to ASCII. Binary value. Convert. And it is converted to 0, 1. I think it may have been bogus binary. Either way, we're good. So it's getting down to the dots, like .ht group, .ht access, .back. I'm going to save myself the time. I'm not going to exert any more traffic. We've been through thousands and thousands and thousands of common names and common things. I'm going to hit copy. I'm going to bring that over to my enumeration. We're not going to lose a single thing. Files in the, well, this was /election, really is the web root that we're interested in. And I'm going to drop any of these 403s. Notice here the 403s, not particularly interested. Chop it up. And .ht access, looks like we got an index.php and a card.php. Cool. Looking pretty good. So now let's get on to directories. Directories. /election /fuzz/. And up here we have trailing / there. And I think you guys see where this is going. So let's check out directories. Let's export that URL with the up arrow. All we have to do is tack on an additional, look at that. All we have to do is tack on an additional /. I'm going to go to my common. Oh wait, I don't really need to because all I have to do is hit up arrow and change RAF large files to RAF large directories. Done. Now we're getting things back. Look at the juice. Look at the bling, man. It's coming back. It is happening. Yeah, I see admin there for sure as well. Piyush. Data, absolutely. Watch chess. Let's go ahead and see what's up in data. /data. Election data. Okay, so this is a finding. This is a low finding. But if you were to find this in the real world, can anybody tell me what type of finding this is? Even if there's nothing here. You would want to report this to your stakeholders. What if a sysadmin comes along and puts something in /data a couple years down the line that they shouldn't have? Directory indexing. Neyuku has it. Neyuku nailed it on the spot. This is a case of directory indexing, which is a misconfiguration of the target web server. So definitely something iffy there. You know, maybe we could even write to it. Who knows? An attacker might be able to write to it. We have a known location kind of thing. It's not forbidden. So, yeah. We've checked all that out. Let's check out admin. Okay. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We did not fuzz the web root, did we, for directories? Let's go ahead and do that, just in case. Why not, right? Why not? We didn't fuzz the freaking web root, S1REN. We just jumped right into it with that robots.txt file. Sometimes that'll happen, man. Why not fuzz both directories? Let's find out what's going on. We're going to fuzz /election / yeah, see, we have JavaScript, PHP, boom. That's what I'm talking about, dude. So let's copy this, open a new tab. Look at this. We have PHP myadmin that was just sitting in the web root. Look at that. Look at that. So what we're going to do is go here, and I'm going to put, you know, directories for that. And above it, to be chronological, I'm going to put directories for the just /web root. And we'll get rid of the fuzz here to keep things clarified. Consistent. So we want that web root. We found what? / JavaScript, PHP myadmin. What else has come back? Icons. Like, you can even just fill this out, man, if you're really going. Like, who needs to who needs to wait? So directories / election. We have election admin, election themes, election JS, election media, election lib, and election data, and election languages. These are some good languages. These are some good endpoints. What stands out as the most frosty? I see admin, I see themes, I see media, I see data, which we already took a look at, PHP myadmin. These are the ones that are the most blingy, the most frosty, that come to mind, for me at least. And, there we go. Excellent. So it doesn't look like we're finding too much else. I mean, there was a server status, but this is Apache 2. So that's going to be 403 forbidden anyway. But let's go ahead and cancel this. Looks like that's coming to an end there. We have so much that we need to enumerate now. So when we see PHP myadmin, what is something we want to look for? Default creds, first time chat from IPSP or IP spoofer, like that name, dude. Blue socks, default. I'm seeing it flooding in. Absolutely. So what about like root, no password? Okay, hold on. Login without a password is forbidden by configuration. What about root? Access denied for PHP myadmin localhost using password yes. Connection for control user as defined, and access denied for user, okay, using password yes. What about Tor? T-O-O-R? Dude, no way! No way! Dude, oh my gosh, you've got to be joking. Immediately, dude, just back to 80. Underneath here, we got this, and we have default cred, so root. I can't believe we just guessed that. Oh my god. Unintended. Unintended, dude. These days. What happened? We just guessed the password, dude. It was default creds. Root Tor, yeah, sirens in, knock knock. And so we have access to the database at a root level. Let's check out election. Maybe there's some users here or something. Maybe we could even get a shell. I mean, maybe we could write out like a web shell. It's PHP. Oh, I'm thinking a lot of things here. Bling bling indeed, dude. Bling bling indeed. So when in doubt, just guess the password correctly. No, I'm kidding, of course. We got a little lucky there, guys. A little lucky. But TB Guru polling, I don't see that this system relies on users so much. Indexes, columns, keyless, Nama. I don't see any users. ID. Huh. I wonder if I can do something like into out file. Maybe we can do like select all from how many columns are in TV Guru? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What about like this one? Let's try this here. I'm going to try and perform a SQL statement, and I'm going to say like select all from this and just see if we get anything back. Let's go ahead and run that statement and select all, and we got everything back. Okay, what if we say What if we say select all from this where true, and then we say something like union all select 1, 2, 3, or 1 ADAP version 3 termination statement? Maybe? Aaron's syntax, the selected syntax have a different number of columns. 4? Hey, there we, okay, nice. So this is almost like a little SQL injection, right? 10.144 MariaDB Ubuntu. Cool. What if we, oh no, I want that statement back. Give me back my statement. Where true, union all select 1, 2, 3, 4, termination statement. Let's try for ADAP version again and see if I can just get a successful statement. We've derived off course a little bit, but you know, curiosity takes me, and yeah, we got it. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna try for a little into out file magic, and we're gonna say PHP shell or PHP pass through of $_get cmd, and we're gonna terminate that statement, terminate that. And then take the results instead of terminating into out file as var www html election data rce.php. It's a long shot, but let's see. Okay, you have an error in your SQL syntax corresponding to limit 0. Let's see here. Let's see. Union all select 1 and PHP pass through $cmd 3.4 into out file var www html. We may not be able to output. It may be restricting it. Does it accept the spaces? I don't know. I think it should. I mean, it's PHP my admin. Go. What if I just say, how about this as a little bling? Let's just concretely find out if we have write permissions at all. ADAP version into out file var www html rc.php. There we go. So unknown system ADAP version. Interesting where we're going here. I won't take too much time on this. I may come back. You have an error in your SQL syntax that corresponds to MariaDB server version. For the right syntax, use limit 0. So this is something we could come back to, but we don't have any usernames either. Typo, oh, did I tell typo version? Did I put Verizon instead of version? No, I have version. It's there. ADAP version. Like, I bet you I could, I think it's the into out file, dude. I think that's the issue. Let's hit go. Yeah. It's just the into out file that seems to be causing the issue. See how the statement goes through? Let's, you know what, let's do a little researching. SQL into out file. Into out file. MariaDB. And any examples here? Into out file. So whatever, into out file, yeah, I had it in single quotes to somewhere on the system. Okay, so it may mean, I think this means that we don't have permissions from the database to write out to the system. Like if I into out file, single quotes to /temp ASDF, and, you know, copy that just to reuse it. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have that. But we also have, we're going to keep that open. You know, maybe we try harder. Maybe we come back to that. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we're gonna move on. I'm not going to go down too big of a rabbit hole. We got lucky with those default creds. Type your admin's ID. I saw one on the homepage as admin1. We couldn't find your number. 5 attempts left before blocked. Oof. View page source. Is there anything past admin? What if we just, hold on, dude. What if I just copy this, go back here? Little bit about how S1REN thinks. Is there anything even past admin? Let's check for directories in there. I'm just gonna again go for my directories command with wfuzz. And there it is again, just raft large directories.txt, hushing 404s. And let's see what we got. Okay, there's a lot more stuff here. Almost recursive. JS, CSS, plugins, components. So everything in admin is going to be relying on CSS, plugins, components, image, logs, Inc, Ajax. I'm going to put this in my notes. We have that. Say more directories. Just directories galore today. Election, admin. I mean, we got /JS. Well, I'll do this. Copy election, admin. So we have an absolute path to it. Or would that be relative? That would be relative, yeah. Okay. So we have election, admin. An absolute path would be like var, www, html, election, admin, etc. But we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with the web relative. So election, admin. And we have JS, election, admin, CSS, plugins. We love plugins and extensions. No, that's added functionality, added attack surface. Components as well. I mean, tomato, images. We have logs, Inc, Ajax. So inclusions, anything inclusion sounds good. Logs obviously sound amazing. Components and plugins sound amazing. And I think we can rock with that for now. If this doesn't bear fruit at this point, I would go back to assess the main web application to see if there was maybe any XSS or if there was any authentication bypass. I mean, we only had 5 attempts on that one login. Someone said we should go with WP scan, but it's not running WordPress. Piyush, look, I'll save you the time. I'll make this a quick couple of seconds. I'll copy through election. I'll export the URL. And we will go to our WP scan in the event that I come across WordPress. We'll grab this WP scan. And I bet you enumerate plugins, themes, users. Yes, site's up, but it's not running WordPress. So, unfortunately, that's not an option, buddy. Let's get back on track. Let's go back here. We have all of these directories. Let's go down the list. I'm going to bring this over side by side. And I'm going to keep this open. This is my little secret weapon here. I might be able to plant some information, write my own web shell. Writing my own web shell would be, if I was really focusing on trying to get, hack this machine and I couldn't find anything else, I would be, demonstrating that this is critical because we can already have a critical finding for stakeholders because, we can exfil the entire database if we wanted to. But we go for the maximum. I personally believe in going for the maximum level of compromise that I can. So let's go to admin, JS. Man, terrible configuration, more directory, indexing, CSS, let me guess. Yeah. CSS, let me guess. Plugins, zebra image. Okay, so I'm going to copy these. See where this is going. Under plugins, we got zebra image. And say localhost. Let's be complete here and go down the list. CSS, JS, any outdated JS? No, it looks like they're using a strap there. Data? No. Or wait, I was down here. Components. Components. Nothing. Okay, so like footer, the model's the nav. It's all going to come up blank, probably inclusions there. Images, that would be admin image. Anything left behind here? Sidebar stuff, like, nope. What about admin logs? Hello? Hello, hello. I see a system log. Guys, we have plain text credential disclosure. So that's a password and the system log left behind, love added, voted for, whatever candidate love. So we have love and password. What do we do with our credentials? Assume this was a Class C engagement, right? That's anything like x.x.x.x.0-24 or 0 through, 255. I do 254 for a networking reason. But nonetheless, we have credentials. So above admin, we have love. We have a real user named love and a combination set of love and password. Guys, now that we have received, and I'm going to move this back for myself and my team and everything, all of this is just going to get recopied underneath what I found here for 80. I'm going to add some indentation because this is just more important here. Maybe some dashes. What is the next line of attack? What is the next line of attack? Now that we have a valid set of credentials. Try it with SSH. You guys got it. Right on the dime. Why are we hesitating? I'm going to grab the password and let's just see if we get lucky, man. I don't know. Echo IP, SSH as love at target IP. Paste the password. So that's compromise. That's compromise of the machine. Like, that's game, set, match, dude. We're a real user. I already see the advice for sudo-l coming in. Oh, no. Love can't run the password, or can't run with the password, can't run sudo. Can't run sudo. phpMyAdmin might have been a rabbit hole, man. It might have been. But it might also have been worth revisiting, Oliver. You know, maybe we could get something. I'm not saying you can. I haven't really fully tested that. I got mad lucky. But, you know, to be in security, we want to be thorough. At the very least, we could give a report, right? We could give a report to the stakeholders and say, look, we've compromised your entire database. So, yikes. But let's go ahead and begin our enumeration. I'm going to cd to the home directory. What kind of bogusness is this? Let's export our paths. Let's export our term to give color. Let's export LL. It's an SSH session, so I don't need to stabilize the shell. Oh, I could definitely work with those colors because that's not legible. Anybody wondering, I right-click, go to Preferences, Colors, and let's see if we can adjust any of that. Select. Maybe it was this one. I apologize. You know what? That is going to have to work for now. I think that's legible. Perfect. Okay. So. You guys ready to do some post-exploitation enumeration? Post-exploitation enumeration. I see purple saying, let's go, let's do it. All right, here's how S1REN goes down their post-exploitation enumeration. Let's go to var temp, right? what do we want to do? We're going to check for world writable directories, right? So var temp, cd to temp. Nothing there. What about cd to dev shim? Nothing, completely blank. Yep, you got it. We checked dev shim, it's nothing there. Let's check the root file system. Is there anything in the root file system that is not like something standard for a Unix root FS? Does something stand out? No. I mean, we got user, cd-rom, opsnap, bin, media, boot, proc, sys, dev, sbin, bin, root, run, temp. Like, it's all there. So I'm going to go ahead into Etsy. And is there anything in Etsy that is not root or root shadow? That is to say, has another user come in, such as Love in the past, created or installed some software that may have had configuration data associated with it and credentials. So, you know, there's root dip chat scripts, but that's actually normal. These are just things you learn over time. It looks like it's clean there, man. What's the... hopefully this isn't gimmicky. Can we not write to... Okay, we can't write to Etsy password. What about the mail? Is there any mail that was tossed around here? Ver mail, vel spool mail? Nothing there. Let's go back to the root FS. PS AOX grep -I for root -- color equals auto anywhere we find root. What is this command saying, guys? I've never really gone over it. When I say list out AUX and pipe all that output to grep, grepping for root, why do we do that? Think vertical. Think vertical. Local vertical. Why do we do that? Show all processes running as root. Bingo. Show them to me and highlight them, please. So you're going to see all these system required ones, required for boot, services, etc. I usually like to go down, 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 unless there's some super elite payload lately that just hits these things and owns it every time. But at the end of the day, we're looking for misconfigurations. So SBin, WPA supplement, we have cron maybe, cron siren maybe. UDisk SD, guys, what do you think? cryptd, I'm not seeing too much. VBox client, GDM, all standard. Cups is on here all the time. Not looking good. Netstat-antup. What's netstat-antup? And I'm gonna also grep-I from 127.0.0.1 -- color equals auto. So we have 631 and MySQL. We already know that we've already compromised the database, so we can do -user root -ptor, and we're logged in with effective root permissions into the database. Unfortunately, our select all from, what was it, sysexec plugin is not going to be here because this is a Ubuntu 18 and an updated version, semi-updated version there of MariaDB. But we can show databases, right? Use election, show tables. And again, I just don't see any users in here. But as a little extracurricular activity, we could go to the web root, dude. There's nothing stopping us. And we had PHP info there. What if we go to election? Is there any config files left behind? Any DB, database, connect, data, admin, head index.php. That's in admin inc con, or admin inc. And if we cat con.php, we now have the DB user of new user and password of password. So you've managed to demonstrate also that we can exfiltrate credentials to the database regardless of whether or not we compromised it from the front end. Now that we've got a shell on the machine, we've also compromised those credentials, and that is critical in nature. But that's not going to particularly help us unless the password is reused, and we could just switch user to root with the password of password and it's something dumb. What about reusing this password? Maybe we switch user to root with this. No such luck, but at least we tried. Let's see, cd to etsy cron.daemon, and cat.placeholder. I don't really see much going on there. If we don't really, if it, regardless of whether or not it's cron or not, what is something we could run? Right? What is something we could run? What's a tool that I love to use? We could run file on bin bash. See that this is a 64-bit LSB. You guys got it. There it is. Killel, watch chess, peace spy, peace spy, peace spy. Absolutely, dude. If I can get a second shell on the machine and just use it to, you know, I'm sniffing. I'm sniffing. I want to see all I/O operations. Is there some deep directory that I can write to? Is there something like that going on? Because I would love to know. So, in the event that that's the case, what do we want to do now? I see suids and guids coming up. Do we want to, you know, kind of rock suids and guids? We could do that. Let's check out suids and guids. I'm going to type my Linux post. Don't be overwhelmed. This is a lot of my just post-exploitation stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and grab suids. Let's exit that and run it and see what suids are here. That a suid set is short for set user ID. And it sets it with the suid sticky bit, what we call the suid sticky bit, which is basically root. So it means it executes whatever it does as root. If we can modify the capability and redirect the capability to execute bin bash, bin dash, bin sh, then we've effectively, owned the machine, dude. So let's see. Up here we have ARPing password, pkexec. I think poonkit. That's also an option. The sudo edit, 0-day heap will spray and clear the way when it does. But we're not going to go with that. Oh, hello. This one stands out. This is exotic. Serve you. Is that on GTF obens? Is there an escalation? GTF obens. Let's go to GTF obens and find out. Serve. The only thing with SCRV as a keyword on GTFO is service. So no luck there, but we're not entirely out of luck. I find it highly exotic. This is a highly exotic binary right now, dude. This is on fire. Like, it's just standing out. So let's go ahead and run it. Requires root access. Requires root access. Okay, what if we go to the exploit database and I search exploit for serve you local? So we're finding things. Serve you FTP server local privilege escalation. It looks to me like this is some type of little miniature FTP server. But I see a privilege escalation here, and I see zero reason why we can't try this. It's just a shell script. So I'm going to go, here's my directory, right? I have vulnerabilities, files, hashes, passwords, and users. I'm going to go to my vulnerabilities directory, and I'm going to type search exploit-m. This will copy that URI to the current directory. And there we have 47173.shell. Cool beans, huh? So let's let's see if this works. Seems like almost like it's just a one-liner. I am going to copy this script. I'm just going to copy the payload. I'm going to go to a world writable location. I'm going to blow up the font size here. Let's go to var temp. We're already there. What if we touch payload.shell? Which nano? Is nano here? It is. Nano payload.shell. Paste everything in. Go up to the top. specify shebang bin bash, and chmod 755 payload.shell. List everything out again. There it is, created by user love, group love. Also, let's check groups. Samba share, okay, that would have been a thing maybe. Huh? Interesting. So let's see if it works. /payload.shell. That's good game, dude. That's game, set, match. That's bling bling. So that's game over. Exactly, Piesh. Game over. We won. So nice job, chat, with the feedback. Heck yeah, boom indeed. So what do we do? What do we do when this is done? Let's go to the root directory, right? Let's list everything out. There's a proof file if you wanted to load that into PG Play. We can close this out. Into PG Play, you could submit your file right here, submit flag. And what we'll do is, I'm not going to cat the proof file. I'm going to leave that for you guys, but you would cat proof.txt. If you really want it, go get it, you know what I mean? But what is something that we would, regardless of compromise to any machine, need to provide stakeholders? What is something regardless that we would need to provide? That's right, if config, who am I, ID, like these are the types of things that we would need. I think I have it as Control-Alt-S, no, Control-Alt-R? Yeah, and I can select a region, and we'll select this region, and I will save that, and what we'll do is we'll load that into our formal report so that the stakeholders know that we basically achieved we achieved root compromise over this, and at this point we'd be looking to maintain access, right? Maintain access, lateral movement, database exfiltration, the network, netstat-ant up, logs, these types of things for lateral movement. But that's just the gist of it. With that, guys, I am going to go ahead and copy all of these notes that we've done, all the notes. Privesc, I'm going to put as a note was, let's go ahead and get that full SUID path, right? Let me grab the full SUID path. That way you guys can follow along and be like, what the heck did they do? Well, let's get it. There, see, it found our temp shell because it made it as root. It made it as a SUID binary. It found that right out of temp. What I want to do, though, is go ahead and grab all of these before, there it is. Control-C to cancel. I'm going to bring this over to the notes, and for our post-exploitation, I'm going to say that we did pretty good enumeration, manual enumeration, and then we discovered SUID, this here, serve u, search exploit, serve u, local for local privilege escalation, and we found search exploit, serve u, local. We found a, well, I'm just going to copy the whole line. That's what's cool about this, is it's all in line and monospaced. We found this, and that is glorious and awesome. So I'm going to move all this here up through the 2. That way it pastes into Discord nice so you guys can read it, look over it. We wrote that payload, or yeah, that would be past tense. So wrote payload to var temp. That is a world writable directory, and directory, there we are. And then we executed, and we had complete and total bling bling over this machine. And that is it. So takeaway concepts, I would say be very thorough with your web enumeration. Never give up. Keep going and analyzing each and every facet of that application as a functionality that requires more functionality that might even be vulnerable. That's a mouthful, but that's what we had on this one. We checked the logs because we got valid users from a voting application that we were able to SSH in as with creds. Who knows, maybe we could have even brute forced that with RockU and gotten the same password. But as long as we had 50% of it, do your best at enumeration, post-exploitation, right? All the basics here. And we eventually, check those SUIDs. I don't know what else to say. Let's be blunt. Check those SUIDs and GUIDs because glory days. So let's bold that out. I'm going to copy all of this. I'm going to bring it over to Discord in Wireside text. I'm going to say that this machine was Election-1, and this is on PG Play. Excellent there. And what we're going to do is drop this here. I don't know why people are posting this here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Wait, what is this? Nice guess. And pure shot for S1REN. I thought you were advertising in the middle trying to stream snipe. I'll have to check that out later. But nonetheless, we have Election, PG Play. I think that's Election-1. Come on, S1REN, get it together. There we go. Save. And here is the big paste of notes. Boom. And I see we have Deathlord in here. He was one of the originals with us over a year ago. When it was just maybe a couple of us chilling down here in a voice chat in Wireside VoIP. So hi, Deathlord. Hello, and we're glad to have you, buddy. Thank you for being here. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch my source to the ending source. Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. And thank you for everything that you've done for offensive security. Thank you for being here. I will be here again personally next week. Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern is our hard start. Soft start is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And I want to say that we'll be doing another PG Play machine that is off the Offensive Security Proving Grounds platform. Look, guys, you are too kind. You guys are just flooding in with the compliments, and it's making me blush. So thank you guys so much for being so nice. You are the encouragement, the heart of my hearts. Thank you all so much, all over the world. Happy hacking, intruders. Never give up, never surrender, and live long and prosper, guys. Peace out.